beep, so hold on, let me see. Now it's beeping, or
Yeah.
blinking.
Yeah.
So it blinks when you're on, but not off.
Right. Here's the thing. Anyway, Bernard's talking about this. I'm going to narrate and do my... Anyway, up there, I have a point right there, right below we call the open book. You see the bush up there, right in the middle of SCWall. That's all SCWall, right?
Yep.
All there, from the
That
skyline all the way to the top. The top's called the Christmas Woods. And then up to the top of the Square Creek Wall, all the way down to the notch, all the way down the base of Dick Ridge, and back like that. You can't see it, it's on the other side here.
Oh, around the base of this wall?
That's all Zippy's Wall. That's the whole area. Zipp's Wall, because they kept wanting to call it Christmas Wall. I'm like, no. So anyway, so we're up there, and the third time we're up there going up, doing a route out of the new route, out of the open book, because I always go a different way out of the open book. And so we're up there in the ledge right below the open book. There's two big bushes up there. Right below is about 80 feet or so. Call it Jeff's Ledge. And I've gone from Jeff's Ledge up to the left, up to the right, up there, up there, up there, up there, there, and there. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, 6, could be 8 different ways from Jeff's Ledge to the open book. Or you have to include the other route. Anyway, every 6 at 60. Anyway, Jeff Smedley was the first one, and he had to stay behind, and probably because he had to take a shit. Who knows? Anyway, then it happened again, and the third happened to 3 Jeffs, and so we call it Jeff's Ledge. And they all stayed there by leaving on. We're talking, man, that's called faith in your friends, because we disappear around the corner, and you're out in the big open face there. And that's like 450 feet, I guess, from the upper ledge to there. Yeah. And you're out in the middle there just hanging out in the middle of nowhere, and you can't go anywhere without a rope. And we're gone with both ropes. So it means we got to pick them up on the way back down. It's like, it's having faith in your friends. Trust and faith in your friends. Whatever happened to that? This is called DinkinAround Slabs. It goes from right here, follows that up there to the bushes, all the way up to the base of upper ledge, and all the way around, and then right down here in the shadow, all the way down to Strawberry Ledge. And this is called DinkinAround Slabs. And I've solo freed like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 different routes there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, maybe 24, 25, who knows. Yeah. Full solo freed this whole area, not here in front. Not here in front, been too scared and had to put something in, take a rope. And a couple times out here with people, and a lot of times it's solo free, I got a rope on, but yeah, it's just clipped to the back of me, so I'm dragging a rope up to belay somebody up. Still, people, well, I ain't solo free, but it's harder because you don't know if they're gonna, when you're making a run for it, if they're gonna have step on the rope, and all of a sudden you going, bing, you're going, or yeah, it gets caught, or they're not feeding rope out, and every time it's like, make sure you always got at least 10 feet of rope out in front of me here, and don't, and you give me a warning if you think's gonna snag up or wherever I'm feeding rope out, and whew, they go, I ain't technically solo free. This is a fun one though, right here. Take this little edge right here, up in that thing there. Oh look, bolts with webbing. Anyway, brought a kid up here 2 years ago, first time climbing. He was always bitching about rat bolting. So we came up here, and I said, how about you to lead this? And the idea was I know he's going to fall, and I get some more trust in the rope falling on him. And he's falling on gear, it's bolts. So he goes up there, and sure enough, he's trying to go for the boat hanger rather than staying on where it's more of a better climb. And he takes a fall and does like about a 12-footer, I guess, scooting down the rock. And I'd already told him how to fall and slide. And he fell a good 10, 12 feet. And then after that, next thing you know, he's up there leading out, no bolts. And he's like, well, Nick, you're like 50 feet out now. Can I get anything in? He felt better. And he goes, now I know what you mean about rat bolting. No, those bolts were all in a horrible spot. Yep, that's where you like rat bone. So, and over there is called first slab. That's first slab. And last time I counted, I think it was 28 different ways a solar freed up that slab. And you gotta remember, this is with a 40 to 60, sometimes pushing 70-pound pack, people. Whew. But then you know the theory, weight's in the function of friction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, it's not in there. I'll never forget an argument. Anyway, why is this called strawberry ledge? Let's go down to here, strawberry ledge, and tell you the story about Mark. First time I brought my brother up here. Look at the death. This is the year of the death, without a doubt. Strawberry ledge, because after coming up here for 5+ years in order, every year, see this hole here? This is a hell of a story. Wow. One of those times when my guardian angel kicked in. Oh, I have to get back up there and tell that story. Basically, Ken and I were trying to clear the route because we're working up there putting routes in. And there's a big bad boulder. It was way up there on the top, ready to go. It's a long story, but broke into two, and we saw it hit right here on Strawberry Ledge and blow this crater in here. That was like 92, 93. But it was one of those things where you see it, and then you feel it, and then you hear it.
Smell it.
And then way later smell it. Anyway, so all these different ledges up here, so we had to start naming the ledges, because what ledge? Where are we going to meet you at? This is the craziest thing I think I've ever seen up here. Check this out. How about that? Use the belay on something I don't like. Okay, whoever did this, really? Look, it's already taken a hit. Obviously, you don't know how much rockfall there is in here. And why? Why? Really? You wanted to wrap out of here, and this is a backup for this one? I mean, I remember my daughter said, "Dad, look, there's something in the rock down there," and the shiny thing. And this is why we didn't hear anybody come up here, did we? Yeah, right. Oh! This is why, well, one of the reasons why this is called the Gully of Death. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh!
See that? Ain't getting past the Gully of Death.
Oh, it smells good.
So, you're wrapping into the Gully of Death? You can't see? Will you put another piece of rope on here and stand down here to belay somebody up? I mean, it is kind of a cool place to climb, but sheesh, I only did that a couple times. Yeah, this is why. Anyway, so we called this upper ledge, right? Can't see upper ledge. And this here's strawberry ledge. Because it used to have, check this. It's like a mutated thing. What is it? What is it?
I don't know. Strawberries over here, though.
Yep, strawberries. Anyway, this whole ledge used to be covered in strawberries. So, strawberry ledge. That was all during the 80s and maybe like 91, 92. Oh, gee. Well, after the big giant boulder has slammed into the ledge, maybe, fractured a thing through here. And you can see, oh, this ledge takes, everything hits here and ends up on the ramp of death. Anyway, the only way, and look at this, it's death. But when we first, a couple of years climbing up here, we always came up the ramp of death. Because we didn't know it was the ramp of death. And we were lucky and never got killed. So come from my brother, climb up here because it's fast, easy. Come across here. He's standing right here looking up because we're going up there to climb. And I'm standing over here talking to him here. Story about my brother Mark. You've heard this many times, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Anyway, I'm standing here and all of a sudden, and it's like, rock! And of course they on the ramp of death, rock! And it's like more rocks, so we all, with my son, Christopher's, I think, 8 or 9. So we run and we crouch right in here. And none of this rock was in there then. And we crouch right in there. Right there, and all of a sudden it's like, and then more snow, more ice, and then more rocks, and then more snow, and the whole thing's just shaking, and brother's looking at me like, you fucking dumbass, you brought me up here, we're gonna die. And we're crouching right in here, and it just pounded the ledge here for a good 2 minutes. And then a couple pebbles come by, and we probably didn't move for a good 10 minutes. And then got out of here, and it's all caked up with snow. It's all covered with snow and ice down there because it's all hiding back up there around that corner. So no longer coming up this way anymore. That's for sure. But this is how we used to go over to SCWall, because we didn't want to hike through all of those. It was a bushwhack from hell. It was a lot of work. It took, like, to go from Big Tree to base of SCWall, it could be over an hour.
I remember hearing bushwhack from
Yeah, oh yeah. It was. But they came up here and just hacked all those old cedars out of there and turned the trail in. Now it's a road, and it's not anyways.
It's not a road.
Look how you can see the creek now.
Yeah. Looking at that.
Wow.
Washout coming down.
No, a bunch of trees must have came out.
Oh, it's like?
Yeah, trees bent over, blew over, and then there was a microburst, I guess.
Check it out on the way down.
Yeah.
Down the river.
Yeah. It's
around the corner.
Anyway, so that's how I got the name, got Strawberry Ledge and the ramp of death. The boulder's a good story, but I gotta get up there on the ridge and tell that boulder story, because that's one of those amazing, what are the odds of that thing? It really was. And of course when the slide happened, gee, it's amazing how that happened. The fire though, that's the craziest thing, because I was up here the night that started, and you could tell it was right in there on the left where it's, and it was just a weird white light that was dancing all around. It wasn't a fire, it was a white light, like 6,000 K, what do they call it?
Luminance?
Yeah, the frequency of the light. The temperature, it's actually called. The lumen. How's it?
I don't know how to pronounce it correctly.
I think it's Kelvin. It's like 6,000. But it started over there, and 2 days later, this whole thing, because I talked to the guys who are up there rat bolting bad sign, that Ken and Mike Rose, Walter from Germany, Dennis somebody, and me put in from the bottom up. And they spent 3 years rat bolting the whole thing, adding bolts and making it safe now. It's all safe. It's okay, people.
No, these aren't safe berries.
Yeah, these aren't safe berries.